Back at Xavier's Cintas Center, NCAA women's basketball tonight on Flow Sports. The Xavier Musketeers pick up their fourth victory of the season, 61-43 over the Youngstown State Penguins. Mike Schmaltz, Rich Heide. We're joined now by Xavier's head coach, Billy Chambers. Coach, we were talking a little bit earlier today about Mary Canerva. She's a point guard. She had a pass-first mentality. I said, are you encouraging her to shoot more? You said you were. Courtesy of Taylor Purvis, had a little help there.
Oh, yeah.
And she comes away with a career best tonight, 17 points, hot from three as well.
Absolutely. She did a great job of creating for everybody, but also finally looking for her shot and understanding that she's going to have to expand a little bit in her role to help us be successful. So we were glad to see her hunt down some shots and put the ball in the basket.
Can you talk, Coach, about starting the season quite a bit at home? That has probably been beneficial, and now 4 wins already to start this year, but also defensively. You've been forcing a lot of turnovers. You caused 29 turnovers again today. You've been stealing the ball a lot. Just about the aggressiveness on defense, what has that added for your team defensively?
Sure. Defense is our identity, right? We want to make sure that we're creating offense from the defensive end. Obviously, you can see our offense can get a bit stagnant at times. So we know we want to make sure that our defense is on point and we're really disrupting other teams. So really proud of the effort we gave. Obviously a bit sloppy today and not exactly what we want it to look like, but growth in every moment, growth in each individual that steps on the floor, and we still got to just keep plugging away to get better.
28 points off turnovers against Kent State Saturday, 22 tonight. How much of a lift is that to kind of take some pressure off that offense?
It's a huge lift. Again, there's many times we're missing some layups. Mm-hmm. There's many times that we are forcing a shot at the end of the shot clock. But I think that'll come as we start to settle in and understand where our looks are, as we start to do a better job of creating those looks for each other. But when you have a kid like Taylor Purvis who has such a defensive mentality and is holding everybody to that standard every single day, it helps to be able to get some of those points off the turnover. So we're looking to continue to grow that as we go along.
She had 4 steals tonight. Talk a little bit about getting some balance in the scoring column. You got a lot of people into the game tonight. A lot of them get into the scoring column, so starting to create some balance as well.
Sure, it was nice to see everybody, get off the bench and get in and play a few minutes. Obviously, like we said, Mary, putting up points for us. Would have liked to see Lauren go again, especially after her last outing where she had 19 points in 17 minutes. I thought she would really get into a rhythm early, but for everybody to see their teammates step up when our leader in points, when our person that we go to when we need a bucket wasn't able to put the ball in the basket. I hope, again, a lesson learned in confidence, just continuing to grow as we go game by game.
Nice to get that victory here off a loss on the road. How much encouragement is there? So the most wins for the program, and I know a lot of them weren't here for it, was 7 a couple of years ago. To get closer to that mark and to get some wins built up here, start stacking them here earlier in the season, what kind of motivation is that for this team?
You guys are talking about that. I'm not. They weren't here. They were barely born, right? We're not even paying attention to that piece of it. We want to be this team. We want to be this team that's focused on getting better every single game, winning basketball games, performing to the standard night in and night out. Not even thinking about that.
You led for 38 minutes in this game, but talk about just entering this season, Coach. You obviously cast a wide net to find a lot of different players, not just here domestically, but across the globe. And we talked about Canerva just with a huge performance. But talk about your intentionality in starting with 4 wins this season with a lot of new contributors and what that's meant overall to your administration and the program overall.
Right. It becomes interesting when you have a lot of new faces and you have a lot of different languages and you're trying to piece it all together. Yeah. But we are pretty intentional about the style of player that we want to recruit. We want to recruit people who want to defend, who want to be aggressive on the defensive end, and then also who want to share the ball within our system. So we're going to go after players domestic, abroad that, understand that style of play, understand the pass and cutting and movement, and just so happens that 12 of them are international and bringing a nice flair to the game. So, again, I hope to continue to watch our offense grow and thrive as we move the ball and create opportunities to score for each other.
Excellent.
Coach, congratulations on a great win here tonight, and have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.
Billy Chambers.